This is Dr. Ali Mugable, and we're doing research ethics as part of our research skills. The material on this presentation comes from different references, including the National Institute of Environmental Health Sciences in the United States, and we'll look at different items related to research ethics. Research ethics. The first thing in research ethics is honesty. Honesty includes reporting data, results, methods, and procedures. You have to be honest and report the details. Do not fabricate or misrepresent data. Do not mislead research sponsors or the public. The second item is objectivity. In objectivity, avoid bias. Do not bias your experiment so you get certain results. Do not bias the experiment, the data analysis, or even the interpretation of the data or the results. You have to be very objective when you do peer review, when you review others' work, and avoid having personal interest, or whenever you make your own decision about the research work, or even when you provide expert testimony. The third item is integrity. You have to retain your promises, and whatever you agreed on in your proposal, in your agreement, retain your promises and agreements. And also you have to be sincere. Now, you have to be very careful when you conduct the research, because sometimes it's not the intention, but it's the careless that results in error. Being careless results in errors. So avoid being careless. Avoid careless errors and negligence. You have to be critical when you examine your work and even when you examine others' works, because sometimes being careless could result in misrepresenting the data. And also it's very good to be open. Share your data, share your results, tools and resources so people can benefit from your work and they can reproduce and improve your work. You also, from your side, you have to be open to new ideas and criticism. The sixth item is confidentiality. Protect confidential information. Any communication or paper or grants that are not supposed to be public, you have to respect that. If you are having some personal people records, especially in medicine, you have to be careful not to break the privacy of others. Trade or any government secrets or patient records should be kept secret, and we should respect the information that we get from others. The seventh item is respect intellectual properties. So honor others' work. If it's not your work, you have to state it's not my work. Do not steal the data or work. Give proper acknowledgement or credit to somebody else's work. Do not use unpublished data without taking permission. And finally, you have to be, this is a really critical point, you have to be reasonable in publication, because some people are just after numbers. So they just publish to show up on their records. So please avoid wasteful and duplicate publications just for showing off. So if it's not really something new or something that adds, already you have published something very much similar, avoid just thinking about your own records. Now, when it comes to human and animal, you have to be very careful. Respect others. If you are doing experiments or research that includes human health, you have to monitor and protect the human subject. Make sure that if it requires certain license or agreement from the government or the health sector, you obtain this. Make sure that there's no discrimination between people based on color or origin or so. And you have to be socially and culturally responsible. So this is very important, because we don't want to create scientists and researchers who add to our problems. We want people who care about our humanity. Finally, animal care. if your work includes experimenting with animals, show proper respect, make sure that it's legal, and care for animals. Do not conduct unnecessary or poorly designed animal experiment. So it has to be necessary and it has to be well designed to avoid any effects or any complication as a result of this experiment. So we have gone through about 8 items related to research skills, and our objective is just to list the ideas. So now as part of practicing research ethics, it would be a good idea to share your stories in the comment section. If you have any story related to research ethics, please share in the comment sections. There are lots of stories in history related to medical science, especially experimenting with new medicine, and then also military experiments. So if you have any story related to use of research or related to research ethics, please write in the comment sections or share your ideas. Then you can also share your questions. Is it ethical to do this, that somebody worked with me? How much is the percentage to add his name? Is he the first author, second author? Should his name be included, not included? All these things are very important to respect and to observe the ethics there. Finally, a comment: we are learning ethics so that we improve ourselves. The main objective is not to apply this to others and judge them, but rather to improve our status. Thank you very much. We'll see you in the next video.